Assalamu alaikum. As Muslims that are the luckiest people in the world, we have to realize that real Muslims are intelligent, hardworking, healthy people that fear Allah Ta'ala. We should not believe the slanders of enemies of Islam. In order to know our religion, we're trying to learn more by reading the life of our Prophet Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Before I continue, allow me to read a little bit from the book Ethics of Islam. Helping other people in their worldly affairs in order to obtain their love and praise is hypocrisy. Hypocrisy is done through worships is much worse than the hypocrisy of just helping others. The hypocrisy which is done without thinking of the consent of Allah Ta'ala is the worst of all of the above. Let us continue. On the one hand, he was fighting against the enemy. On the other hand, he was saying, one can go to Allah Ta'ala not with material provisions, but only with the fear of Haqq Ta'ala, performing the deeds of the hereafter and showing patience and perseverance for jihad. All the provisions other than these will be over for sure. Thus, he fought until he attained martyrdom. The battle deeply intensified. At least 3 polytheists were assaulting each companion. Nothing could make the glorious Ashâb, who tried to encounter them with their swords, retreat. They obtained strength by saying, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. They had not tired from repeated attacking. For a moment, the offence of the polytheists became intensified. The Ashâb-i kirâm were in a difficult situation. At that point, our master, Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, together with Hazrat Abu Bakr, entered his shelter made from date branches. Our Prophet started again to entreat Allah Ta'ala, O my Rabb, grant me the help that you promised. At that moment, a revelation descended. It purported, when you sought for help and victory of your Rabb, we had accepted your praying by saying, I veritably help with 1,000 of the angels following one another. Anfal Surah 9. Then our master, the Prophet, stood up immediately and said, O Abu Bakr, glad tidings, the help of Allah Ta'ala reached to you. That is Jibril, holding the bridle of his horse, and armed, he is waiting for command on the dunes. As it was stated in the Anfal Surah, Janab Haqq decreed to the angels as follows, purporting, when your Rabb inspired the angels, saying, I am with you on the help for Muslims, so make those who believe stand firm. I will throw fear into the hearts of those who disbelieve. Then smite their necks and smite off each of their fingers at their joints. That is because they opposed Allah Ta'ala and His Messenger. Whosoever opposes Allah Ta'ala and His Messenger will suffer His torment. Allah Ta'ala is severe in punishment. Anfal Surah 12 and 13. Upon this order, Jibril, Mikael, Israfil, Alaihi Wasallam, each taking 1,000 angels with them, took their places respectively near on the right and the left of our beloved Prophet. Jibril Alaihi Wasallam had put a yellow turban on his head, and other angels had white turbans on their heads. They let the ends of their turbans hang down towards their backs and were riding on white horses. Our master, Sawari Alam, said to his companions, angels have signs and marks on them. You too make some form of sign and mark for yourselves. Then Zubair bin Awam wrapped a yellow cloth and Abu Dujana wrapped a red cloth as turban on their heads. Hadrat Ali took a white plume and Hadrat Hamza attached an ostrich wing on his chest. With angels' participation in the war, the situation changed at once. The companions, even though they had not yet swung their swords at an enemy, yet their heads were cut off and fell to the ground. It was seen that unknown persons were fighting the polytheists around our master, the Prophet. Hadrat Sahal related, during the holy war of Badr, we witnessed that when we swung our swords towards the heads of polytheists, their heads were separated from their bodies and dropped to the ground even before our swords touched their targets. Wa alaikum salam.